Hey everyone, JD Dudum. We're back here at Dudum Chiropractic. The topic today is insulin resistance. We're going to be talking about how and why you gain weight when you're cutting calories or not eating as much, lack of energy, and why you're always grabbing coffee after you eat or chocolate after you eat. Let's dive into it. Insulin resistance is a problem when insulin doesn't take energy or what we call glucose into the cells. The problem develops over years of eating high sugar foods, high diet in fruits, a lot of carbohydrates like bagels, breads, things like that. And insulin, which is a hormone secreted from the pancreas, it takes glucose, which is energy, they team up and they go into the cell and they supply energy to your cells so you can function. It's great. It's a normal process. Here's the problem. After years of bombarding our system with high fruits, sugars, bagels, cereals, etc., insulin takes glucose into the cell. Unfortunately, the cell is so bombarded by insulin and the constant spikes of sugar that the cell says, you know what, I'm fed up. I'm not letting insulin in the cell anymore. So insulin can't bring glucose into the cell. Your cells are starving of energy and glucose. So after you eat lunch, you eat a sandwich, you eat chips, the glucose from that meal isn't getting into the cell. So you crash, you have no energy. What's the one thing that you reach for? Candy, sugar, because that's the fastest way that your body's going to get glucose. So you're reaching for sugar. Or you have coffee. Coffee will artificially spike glucose using a different hormone called cortisol. Whole different video, but that's how it works. So that's the problem. Now, the other symptom that you're going to have is you get fat or adipose around the waist and you can't get rid of it and you crash after meals. So the solution's pretty simple. If you've had a blood test, we can test your actual blood sugar. We can have you fill out a stress survey that tells us, are you crashing after meals? What blood sugar levels are you at? This will give us a good idea where we're starting at. Then we'll come up with a program that'll retrain your body. Get those cells that are kicking glucose out, not letting it in, we'll get them to regenerate faster so they allow glucose in the cell, they allow insulin in the cell, so you can get that energy. So you don't crash after meals. 3 o'clock, you're not reaching for coffee, you're excelling doing your activities and your work. That adipose tissue that you couldn't really get rid of, once we get glucose and insulin to team up and go into the cells, now you start to burn fat the way that you can. If not, if glucose is circulating through the blood, your body wants to store that energy, so we store it as fat. So it doesn't matter if you eat 500 calories or 5,000 calories. If you're going through insulin resistance, your body's going to store fat. That's the way it works. If we can get your body to flip the switch, to change, get glucose and insulin in the cell, all of a sudden you're not storing fat. Like that, you're starting to burn fat. You're losing a lot of weight in a really rapid amount of time, the way that you thought you always should. So if it sounds like you might be insulin resistant or you might be having this problem, you crash after meals, can't lose the extra few pounds of fat, give us a call. Email us, respond to this video. Be happy to talk to you further to see if this is the right place for you and how we're going to help you out. Thank you for watching. I'm JD Dudum with Dudum Chiropractic. Look forward to hearing from you. Thanks.